Welcome to the Attorney and Kitchen, and today we are unboxing one of my favorite MOTU He-Man collaborations. Now, I know a bunch of MOTU dad bods are out there going crazy about the Denny's right now, the Denny's collab. Not he-dads and not he-dad bods. No, we are excited about a different one entirely, the opposite end of the Denny's spectrum. And what I'm talking about, I am talking about the Perfect Sports Diesel Protein and Workout Supplement line. And I'd like to give a huge shout out to Perfect Sports for sending me a mystery box. Gonna be seeing what's inside that today. We'll be doing some taste sampling, and then I'll let you guys know my thoughts. Haven't opened this yet. Let's give it a look, see what we got from Perfect Sports X MOTU, the new He-Man movie. Let's cut her open here. Guys like my He-Man decor, by the way. All of this custom made until we meet again. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let me see what we got. Alrighty, let's dig her out here. We got some bubble wrap in here. Let's get that out of the way first. Let's throw that off to the side. We're not gonna mess around. I'm a messy guy here, by the way, because think about fitness and nutrition, guys. It ain't all about wasting smoothie jars and nonsense and pretty looking wood platters. No, it's about keeping it real, and that's what we do here on He Dad and Fathers of the Universe. So let's see what we got. Well, first thing, we got some New Zealand whey isolate. Looks like milk chocolate flavor. We got Skeletor there on the label. This, guys, is stuff. These containers, these are not getting thrown away when I'm done. In fact, I'm more excited just about the container because let's be honest, 40 some odd years now, did you ever think that you would get He-Man protein and He-Man creatine and He-Man workout supplements? No, you did not. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, I think the movie looks great, but I'm a little skeptical if there's gonna be any sequels. So I am doing everything I can to celebrate this movie because this, let's be honest, very well could be the last one, right? Next up, what is this? Altered State Purple Doom. Looks like an extreme pre-workout. Now, I'm not a big pre-workout guy. My pre-workout is just literally loving life. But I know a lot of you guys out there, a lot of you He-Dads, maybe you, big into the pre-workouts to give you that energy and motivation. That's why you need to join my He-Dad and the Fathers of the Universe No More Dad Bod Squad Facebook group, because I'm going to keep you motivated so you don't need pre-workouts. But getting on to it, let's check this out anyways. What do we got here? Great. Comes with citrulline. Now, I'm a big citrulline fan. I take that every day. It's absolutely great for your cardiovascular system. We got beta-alanine, 38 milligrams of B vitamins. That ain't too bad. We got taurine. That's the amino acid, guys, in Red Bull, by the way, if you didn't know that. We got, what is that? Arginate sulfite. This makes some kind of arginine, I guess. We got some tyrosine there. That's good for focus. DMAE, caffeine. There's a lot of caffeine in this. Let's see how much caffeine we got in there now. Looks like 92 plus 46 plus 57. We're talking over 200 milligrams of caffeine in just and half a scoop, guys. So if you're using this for your first time, do not take one full scoop. I'm telling you, let's start off with half a scoop. You got to read these labels. I have clients all the time that are overdosing on all this stuff or underdosing because they don't bother reading this stuff, right? Got to read it, guys. Now, it looks like they got some kind of contest. Let's check this out. Here, we'll take that off so we can take a look at it. That is scan, enter, win, instant daily prizes, plus 4 grand prizes, $50,000 in cash and prizes. If you guys can see that there, you can scan that QR code if you want to zoom in on that, take a screenshot, whatever. If not, I'll probably put it up on the screen anyway so you can take a look at it. Hey, you know what? Pretty sure I entered that yesterday, but I'll probably enter it again or maybe double check that I did enter it. There we go. We got some pre-workout. Now, it's not all. What else we got in this box over here? Okay, couple issues of Strong magazine. Now, I'll say this, looks like it's a little more for She-Ra because it is North America's #1 women's fitness magazine. But hey, you know what? I'm always ready to read it because I say if you want to look like He-Man, you got to train like She-Ra anyways, guys. You got to work out those legs. You got to work out that ass too, because the ass and the legs build your upper body, and that's the shit that's going to help you stay alive longer. So again, you want to look like He-Man, train like She-Ra, might as well throw a couple copies of Strong in there while you're at it. All right, put that bad boy out of the way. What else? Okay, we got a Diesel. Now, this doesn't look like it's got any sort of He-Man stuff. I'm pretty sure they do have some He-Man stuff there, but this is, what is it? Triple Rich chocolate protein bar. Let's take a look at that bad boy. What do we got? 7 grams of fat, 19 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fiber, 1 gram of sugar, 7 grams sugar alcohol, 18 grams of protein. Not overly bad. You know what? Let's just give that a shot right now. I haven't really eaten and I'm pretty freaking hungry, to be honest with you. Let's try this guy. Well, crunchier than I thought it was going to be. Feels like there's some Rice Krispies maybe or something in there. Not overly bad. I mean, it's a protein bar. Protein bars are protein bars. I'm not a big protein bar fan guy. I'll use them when I travel, use them at the airport and stuff like that, but I use them sparingly and in between. Let's get this box right out of here. All right, what else we got here? Hydro Splash. I have no idea what this is. Let's see. Oh, it's a hydration drink mix. So it's probably just got you like electrolytes and stuff in there. So we'll check that out. Let's get to it. Let's get to the moment of truth. We are going to open this bad boy of protein. We're going to get a shaker cup. We're going to check it out. I make mine with milk. Now, here's the thing. I want to keep this container pristine. So normally I would just rip this off and be done with it, but we're going to cut it carefully so I can reseal it all when I'm done. Keep this container for the rest of my life because I don't think I'm ever going to see a He-Man protein again. So there we go. We got ourselves a nice sharp knife here. Now usually these things are, yeah, there we go. It's got your little area here where you would normally rip it. We're just going to carefully cut that guy down there. That way I can take this, put it back on when I'm done, make it look brand new. All right, we're just gonna put that off to the side over there. Oh, we got another thing for that contest. Guys, enter that contest. I don't know if there's more stuff in there. I don't know if there's some He-Man stuff, but apparently there's 4 grand prizes, $50,000 in cash and prizes. Hey, could buy you a lot of MOTU, could even buy you maybe 2 or 3 of those Mondos, right? All right, see what we got here. Open this bad boy. Safety seal is in place. That's always a good sign. Go, let's give it the old smell test. Smells pretty chocolatey, say that. Now, the nice thing about isolates, guys, they have no lactose, or they're like 99.9% lactose free. So if you got a problem with lactose, usually an isolate's pretty good for you. So let's take a look at what we got. So 1 scoop, it's about 30 grams, literally says about 30 grams. So 30 grams-ish, 100 calories. Of that, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 fat. Man, that's a lot of zeros. 26 grams of protein. So guys, every single calorie you're getting from this container is protein. That's the nice thing I like about whey isolates. What else we got on the side there? Made with New Zealand dairy. Now, you might be wondering, what does that mean? Well, basically, just New Zealand has a lot of regulations when it comes to the amount of steroids and growth hormones and stuff they can put in cows. There's certain things they're not allowed to do. You know, it's the quote-unquote cleanest kind of milk that you're really gonna get. And so that's why the New Zealand's a big deal. Canadian protein, though, guys, if you do Canadian stuff too, the only stuff I would avoid is American dairy a lot, but Canadian dairy is pretty good as well. We got regularly tested for banned substances. That's good. Sweetened with stevia. All right, so are there any artificial sweeteners? Let's go check it out. So we got New Zealand whey isolate, natural flavor, cocoa processed with alcohol. That's just basically your baker's cocoa. Stevia and cellulose. Overall, I'd say that's pretty darn clean. No artificial sweeteners, no aspartame, no, what is it, sucralose, nothing like that. Looks pretty darn natural overall. I wasn't actually expecting that whatsoever, so that's always a nice little bonus. 2 pounds, 908 grams, 30 servings. Not too bad, but let's give her the old taste test right now. So out of respect for Diesel, I made sure that my container here has nothing on it. There's no other nutrition companies on here. It would be wrong to be showing off Diesel while drinking something from another supplement company. So we're not gonna do that here on He Dad and Fathers of the Universe. We make sure that we give a big props to our sponsors. All right, so let's give this thing a shot. Gotta take down the flag. Now you may be asking me, do I use any kind of special milk, skim milk, full fat milk? What do I do? Guys, I just do 1%. It's a little bit thicker, tastes a little bit better in your coffee in my opinion, but it's still pretty low fat. So it's that great balance between that, what is it, homogeneous milk or the full fat milk and skim milk, which I'm not a big fan of skim milk. It just tastes too watered down. I don't like a lot of milk in my protein powder, so I'm just gonna do, that's it. Okay, you don't need much. So this guy's only filled about yay high, okay? I don't fill it very much. I don't know, what is that, maybe 4 ounces in there? Now, let's take our trusty little golden Eternian fork here and look for the scooper. I probably should have done this already, but you know, it is what it is. There we go, found her. Get that out of the way. Nice thing about isolates too, guys, is it's a much smaller scoop because it's pure protein. A lot of the times you'll get the cheaper proteins, you know, like the complexes or the concentrates. The scoop's a lot bigger. Isolates tend to be quite a bit smaller. So let's toss that guy in there. There we go. Make a little shaker up. I don't stir it, I don't blend, I don't throw it in a blender. Me, for protein, if your protein does not mix well just by shaking it, it is not a good protein in my opinion. Saying that, let's take a look. Oh, that is smooth. I don't know if you can see that. You can't see that on there, but you'll have to trust me that that is smooth. No chunks in there. Let's give it a shot. That, you gotta get the lid. Extra gram of protein in there. That, guys, is a good tasting chocolate protein. That thing tastes like slightly thicker chocolate milk. That is good. A lot of ways today. They're not too bad, actually. If you've been using whey like I have since like the 90s, they used to taste really bad. A lot of them are pretty good, but chocolate, even chocolate, can be a little bit hit or miss. This is definitely a hit. So, you know, I'm liking this one. Can't complain about that. It is going to taste good in my muscle muffins. If you guys ever watch it, yeah, what are they? Man-at-Arms muscle muffins. I can't remember what I call them, but I make these delicious. Well, let me show you. Let me show you. Oh, yeah. Check out these bad boys. I make these and I use protein in them. This is chocolate, peanut butter, high fiber, basically just applesauce, some ground oatmeal, protein powder, a few dark chocolate chips, at least 70%. This, guys, is a new one. Tried out yesterday. I made this for my daughter mostly, but they're for me too because they're so good. Basically, I just took some fresh strawberries, mashed them all up, some banana, again, oatmeal powder. So the thing is, you got bananas, soft bananas, and applesauce is your main ingredient, along with just oatmeal powder. I just take oatmeal, put it in the blender, blend it up. I add some psyllium fiber. I add a bit of what is called wheat germ for the spermidine, which is great for your brain. Then in this one, we got some applesauce, strawberries, and I added a tablespoon of beet powder because it's great for circulation. Of course, you got protein in there. Unflavored protein here, chocolate or chocolate peanut butter protein here. But of course, what's the next one going to be when I make these again? Well, I'll be making it with this bad boy right here. So we'll be checking that out. But anyways, guys, this video on my He Dad Fathers of the Universe YouTube channel. If you're watching, it's not there yet. I've recorded it. I just haven't posted it. It should be there this week. So if you're watching this anytime after a week after I post this, these are going to be there. Make sure you get these, guys. These are great. I already had 2 today. Was in a rush. This is what you want to do for fast food, guys. This is a He Dad mod fast food right here. Not that nonsense. Fuck that Denny's nonsense, you He Dads, okay? Or I should say you MOTU dads with the dad bods. You want the He Dad bods? This is what you're going to be using from now on instead of Denny's, okay? So let's put that bad boy back. All right, all right. Now we're going to move on to the pre-workout. Same thing, right? Want to keep this little nice label, even a little ribbon. So we're going to cut it off nice and carefully there. Now, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't want to be buzzing. I'm a big fan of sleep. Watch my channel. I got lots of tips on sleep. One of my tips, not doing 200 milligrams and half a scoop of caffeine. We're going to try just a little tiny dash, like an eighth of a scoop, just to get the flavor and the tiniest bit of water. Safety seal in place. That's good. That smells grapey and powdery. All right, let's give this guy a shot. And just so y'all can see it, I figured, you know what? Let's put this one in a nice clear glass. I want to see if it's purple too. Better be purple, I'm telling you. If it's not purple, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed. Scoop size, not too bad. Now, that's about half a scoop right there. No, thank you. Not at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Good news. We got purple. Pinky purple, at least. All right, there we go. See some little bits of, looks like some purple dye going around in there. So I didn't plan for this. We're just gonna, there we go. Quick whip around there. Yeah, that's dissolving there pretty good. Now, one extra tip, make sure you get the He-Man creatine by Diesel too. Throw that in there. Pre-workouts, guys, you gotta have the creatine. Okay, creatine number 1, pre-workout number 2. But if you're gonna get the pre-workout, make sure you get the creatine. All right, let's give this guy a shot. Wow. Okay. That is purpley. That is grapey. That is tangy. That is strong. I'm honestly not even going to drink all this. I'm just going to do half. So this is a quarter of a serving, and I'm going to do half of a quarter. So what is it, like 1/8? I will give you guys, follow me on my social media. I will take a serving of this on my next weight training workout. I'll put that on my Instagram. We can see what it's like. I'll tell you if I felt any better on my workouts or not. Then maybe just for fun, just for the hell of it, probably even do a full scoop after that on another day as long as I'm going to the gym in the mornings. Anyways, guys, that is it for the Eternian Kitchen today. Just wanted to show you my box from Diesel, Masters of the Universe supplement line. Like I said, I believe there's also some Master of the Supplement bars, or Masters of the Supplements, Masters of the Universe creatine as well. My opinion, grab the protein, grab the creatine. If you're going to get 2, that would be the order I'd get it in. Third one would be this bad boy right here. I believe there's a Rocket Pop flavor as well as grape, and then there's also a vanilla, and I believe the Rocket Pop both have a He-Man on them. As you can see, I'm a Skeletor guy, it looks like. I got the whole Skeletor set there. So that's it, guys. Thank you for joining me on the Eternian Kitchen. And of course, until we meet again.